I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Alright, welcome back everyone. I am the Dungeon Master and this is Dragons of Starfall. Tonight we rejoin the party as they are still trapped inside the vault of Lord Cromwell with Lord Cromwell imprisoned by Lord Cromwell, and they have discussed with him what they believe is happening, and Lord Cromwell has decided that he doesn't really have a whole lot of available options, and he used all his phone a friend lifelines, and so you guys are pretty much his only hope of getting out of here alive. And so seeing the knights who had served the other Lord Cromwell lying dead on the ground, he decides that it's probably best to go ahead and raid his vaults and see if there isn't anything that could assist with you guys being able to, you know,
Save him?
save him. Yeah, that's the ticket.
I feel like that's a fair trade to save his life for a couple items that he never uses, just locks in the vault.
Yeah. So, in in that case, if you guys go to the party sheet, it's right next to the combat tracker at the upper right. You will see in the inventory that he has supplied a selection of his best items, along with your 6 goggles of gaze resistance, your 4 silver daggers from before. You guys now also have 1 belt of hill giant strength, a large 4 strap waist, girdle of a belt with iron buckles and thick manticore leather binding the belt together. It gives the wearer incredible strength.
Dope.
A brooch of shielding. It is a simple, elegant brooch with gold and strands of some other metal running through it. It provides you with resistance to force damage and immunity from the magic missile spell.
Okay.
There is a Cloak of Displacement. It is made of black fur that comes from a displacer beast and seems to blend in with the shadows everywhere you go.
Jackpot.
There is half plate armor +1. It is a fine suit of half plate mail that magically is protected from, even uh, the heaviest of blows. It provides more protection than your standard armor could possibly provide, and of course it never rusts. But that's a different,
Half. Yeah, half
thing.
plate +1. Pretty sick.
And then finally a shield that grants its wearer resistance to damage from all ranged weapon attacks. Someone just stole one of the pairs of goggles of gaze resistance.
That's actually from our backpacks, right? Like we got
Yeah,
them from.
yeah. No, all these items in here, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You're fine. I was just teasing.
Okay. Yeah,
So
because I was like, oh, these we were supposed to claim these like 2 weeks ago.
yeah. So do you want to tell everybody how you did that so that they can claim their goggles and whatever else?
I just dragged and dropped it over to my inventory, and it's there with my stuff.
There you go. So
Okay, wait. Sorry.
you
I'm
guys
I'm
are
in.
gonna have to role play this shiznizzle out because obviously, you guys have just done this. The midnight intrusion of the sinister intruders or whatever that joke movie from the SNL skit. Where they lay out all their weapons and now you guys have to decide how to split them up. So he's laid out everything that he has, and now you guys have to decide who is best, placed with each of the items. Also, the belt of the drunkard is not being offered up yet. That is actually on Lord Cromwell himself.
Damn, nice belt.
Can you tell me where the party sheet is? Because I click on the top right, correct? The party
Shh!
sheet.
Don't tell him where the party is. No, it's in the upper right. You'll see combat tracker. Directly next to it is an I, the letter I, with like 3 people.
Yeah, the party sheet. I'm there.
Yeah, and then inventory is right under main tab.
Oh, I didn't see the little tabs. Thank you.
There's also 3,000 gold pieces over in the thing over there that I don't know, like that's just kind of hanging out in the ether right now, but like somebody needs to put it on them because otherwise, like it's not being carried. I
Okay.
understand it's party gold, but like it's still got to be carried.
Is this shield of ranged defense? Oh, that's what I'm calling it. At least that's what I wrote down. Is this
Yeah.
a +1 shield or is it just a regular shield?
Well, it's in the party sheet. You got to drag it and drop it over into your inventory.
I think he's asking, is it also a +1 shield, or is it only the resistance to range damage?
Right. Well, you wouldn't know right off the bat, and the shield will give you everything that it gives you if you end up picking it up.
So I think obviously the shield is for Arn since he's the only shield user.
That's not
Yeah, I
true.
think. Yeah,
Electo
I
can
think
wield shields.
that is true. Electo can wield shields as a
I can? Oh, that's cool.
a war wizard can. Can't they?
Yes, because they don't need their hand free. They only need what?
Electo?
They only need one hand free. So.
Electo, a +2 to your armor plus all ranged damage defense sounds pretty sick.
It does.
Can you wear half plate? You can't, right?
I don't think so.
And a belt of hill giant strength wouldn't really be useful for you. So if I think it's the shield of defense or the cloak of displacement or the brooch of shielding.
Electo can wear half plate. You can wear medium armor, remember?
Got it.
Uh,
And damn it, what else was it? Yes, you're correct about the hill giant strength not being that useful.
Yeah. Okay, but if nobody's gonna stop me, I want to claim the cloak of displacement, but I know it's obviously not the best thing for our team because there's stuff in here that nobody else could use. Who else could use half plate armor? Can anybody else use it? Because this half plate armor is 16 plus your dex to a max of 2, so it could be max 18 plus 1, 19 armor, which is pretty good. Maybe for some of you. I mean, I have a 21, humble brag.
Yeah, I can't do anything with armor, so it's useless to me.
I have a 15 AC right now, so if I'm able to use the shield, that may be, or able to use it, that may be the way to go.
The half plate, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I think since nobody else can really benefit from it, I think maybe we give that to Electo. That way we cross one off.
sure.
It's fine with me.
Okay, who wants the belt of hill giant strength? I know somebody wants that. That one's the fucking crazy one.
That was we were going to give it to Altor.
Well, there's only 5 items. Am I right, or is there 6?
6.
Well,
There's
Yeah.
5. The belt of the drunkard is being worn by Cromwell.
We're going to have to talk him out of his pants, literally.
yeah. Well, Eltor's not here currently, so I think one of us is gonna have to get the belt. Is gonna get the belt.
Well,
I
you're
don't
the
know.
only
I
one.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't feel right taking it if he's not here just for this one.
Yeah, I think if he's back next week, we can give it to him. After that, we can parse it out, but let's hold off on that since hopefully he'll be back.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put a pin in this one. So we have the belt of hill giant strength, the brooch of shielding, cloak of displacement, half plate armor, and the shield, plus the drunken belt or whatever, belt of the drunkard.
We have
Well,
to get
right.
I know it's on him, but that's the 6th item.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
I tried to give you guys a little bit of what you wanted and a little bit of what he had, and I figured as long as everybody was the same level of unhappy, that was the important thing.
A man of compromise.
Okay,
I'm,
so the belt of drunkard, I assume, is for Logan. It just makes sense.
It's for Cromwell. That's why he's wearing it.
You know, you're right. You're right. It is Cromwell's, but Logan can try to sneak it off of him, maybe tickle it off of him. I don't know.
Trying to get Cromwell out of his belt, huh? I see how it is.
Yeah. I want it. Okay, so the brooch of shielding.
Oh man, that just I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt, but that reminds me of that crazy Conor McGregor Flash Gets thing where he's like, "Give me your belt."
Give me your belt. Yeah.
I'll send
Isn't
it
it
to
give me your
those who
hat?
haven't seen it yet, but yeah.
Anyways, the brooch of shielding, I assume, fits Lady Angelica's kind of vibe here. It's resistance to force and immunity to magic missile.
Yeah, I think that would be the only.
Unless you could use a shield. Can you use a shield?
I cannot.
Okay.
I mean, and the cloak seems wasted as well. So I would. I'm generally not because what does the cloak do again?
Disadvantage on all melee attacks.
Yeah, it's disadvantage on. Is it melee attack? I thought it was all attacks until you're hit.
Oh, it might be all attacks. We can look it up before we start playing.
Yeah, I think it's all attacks because it makes
Yep.
a duplicate of yourself.
I honestly, the reason I think it would be better going to someone with lower hit points than Arn is simply because if the creatures can't hit Arn because of the cloak, they may just go after the weaker member of the group.
No, that is not a good arm thing.
The
The
cloak
shield.
They'll get disadvantage, so they'll go, oh, well, why not attack one of the smaller, easier to hit targets? Dane has it, at least he's gone, he disappears, he gets a sneak attack and all this little sneaky they don't see him.
Yeah, I think that one makes the most sense. The brooch is fine with me. That would seem to make the most sense. I think the shield goes to Arn, and then we got to talk the guy out of his pants.
The only thing I could think of is I could trade him his family sword for it, but I want to keep the AC boost from the sword. I forgot that it bumped me to 18. I want to go back to 18.
So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the shield. The only problem with the shield is I already have a +1 shield, so we'll see how this shield compares to mine currently. So yeah, I mean, this works out. That way, everybody gets a useful item here.
Well, I mean, everybody's free to role play this out. You guys have been kind of talking about this very meta. Like, what do your characters have to say about all of this?
Um.
Well,
So the setup here is that he kind of like lays out items on the table, and he's like, you guys could take from these.
Yeah. He sets everything out and he tells you what he knows about them, the history, like what they supposedly do, and gives you as much information as possible, and says, please, arm yourselves, and together we shall, fight for our freedom.
All right. Arden, I mean, he sees the cool shield. He'll pick it up and ask Chroma, like, do you know what this does?
That was the shield that my great grandfather wore,
Wielded.
wielded, carried.
Carried.
Yeah, carried into battle. It is said that no arrow could pierce his armor so long as he held that shield.
Oh, it's pretty. It's a pretty big shield too. All right.
Oh yeah, it's like steel and pretty, and yeah, it's a good shield.
In fact, it's like a shiny silver color. All right. So, I mean, Arn will pick up the shield. So in order to figure out what it does, do I have to attune to it?
It does require attunement, yes.
Okay.
But you guys are doing this before you started to try to take your short rest, so.
Okay.
Or your long rest, I mean, so.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
I have a free slot. I guess I'll attune to this as well.
All right. So, when you you gotta pull it out. Go ahead and take it.
It's the one that just says shield, right?
Yeah.
All right, and I take it and drag it into my inventory.
Yes, sir.
With the red dragon.
You gotta drag the dragon.
There you go.
Shield. Let me go ahead and give you your thing now.
Oh, guys, it says shield of missile attraction.
Cursed.
So AC base 2, it's a normal shield with shield of missile attraction. While holding this shield, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks. Curse. This shield is cursed. Attuning to it curses you until you are targeted
no.
by the remove curse spell or similar magic. Removing the shield fails to end the curse on you. Whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you, the curse causes you to become the target. What the?
That's awesome.
I thought it was I thought that was like the best cursed item ever.
That's
like
a
especially
fantastic
for
point.
Arn. Yeah.
You are resistant to the damage and you attract the attack. So you can basically protect a 10-foot sphere, 10-foot radius sphere, and absorb all the damage from anything ranged.
Wait, but wait a second. I kind of assumed it was if our friends also attack a target. So it says here, whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you. So that just says target. It doesn't say enemy.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be targeting a range. Like, hopefully, we're not using melee like that. But
Yeah, you don't shoot a range within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah, the only
So-
person who
The
elected would
target
be
would
the
have
only
to be within 10 feet.
Logan is the only person to have to worry about that if he was trying to use the hat against somebody in front of Arn.
Wait, so I thought it. So let's say Electo has like a firebolt, and I'm fighting somebody, mano y mano. So Electo shoots a firebolt at the person that I'm fighting? That doesn't get attracted to my shield. It still hits the person that I'm fighting.
No, just ranged weapon attacks. So arrows, axes, daggers.
Yeah, ranged spell attacks don't count. Just ranged weapon
Oh
attacks.
yeah, ranged weapon. Okay. So just no bows or
As long as no
throwing
one's
it next
shooting
to me?
toward in the direction of you, it should be okay. Because as long as the target enemy isn't within 10 feet of you, it'll be fine. If they are, then we don't need to range them, right? You're fighting.
Yeah, you should be good.
They're being close.
That
Can-
seems like a very good weapon. Or
Yeah,
tool.
that's actually really awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
it gives you like a whole lot more protective ability, plus resists all that damage.
Okay. I'll see what I can. Wait, so it says the shield is cursed until it curses you until you're targeted by the remove curse. Shield fails, and so wait, what's the curse that whenever an arrow comes near me, it like gets attracted to the shield? That's the curse.
Yeah,
It gets
to you.
attracted to you, but the shield protects you from it. So as long as you have the shield on you, you're fine. If you get rid of the shield, then that kind of sucks. But like either way, the point is that any of your allies within 10 feet of you can't get targeted by a ranged attack. Only you can.
Just think of us
Okay.
walking through the woods and bandits attack with bows. We just bunch up
Hide
next to
behind
you,
me,
and
yeah, and it just
we don't have to be behind you. We can be in front of you,
and then
and
the
it's
shield
we're
just
just
gets
yeah.
pegged. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I kind of misunderstood this. I thought this was a really shitty weapon.
Yeah. No, I see. That's why I gave it to you guys. Well, first of all, I wanted to give you a cursed item anyway, but
I know. Thanks. Another cursed item for me.
yeah. But second of all, I wanted to give you a item that showed that not all curses are necessarily completely negative. You know.
Okay. I know you gave me something amazing here, but this isn't a +1 shield. It's just a regular shield, right?
Yeah, it's just a shitty regular shield.
Okay. So this does lower my AC by 1,
It does.
which is a little disappointing.
It is. But you now are, the ranged attack soaker so that everybody around you is safer.
All right. Next. Who's next?
That's what your goal is with Arn, basically, right?
In general, I guess.
I mean, that's what I thought. So I intended for you to take the shield, but I was fine with Electo taking it too, because that would have been even funnier to have the low hit point wizard be the one getting shot with all the arrows.
No, that would be funny. All right. Who's next?
Lady Angelica will make a couple hand signs, and Sir Thomas will ask, "Can you tell us about this brooch?"
Ah, yes. That is a brooch that was taken off of one of the famous ladies of Al Qadim, who was a powerful enchantress. It is said that no wizard's missiles could touch her.
Lady Angelica will pick it up and walk away with it and nod and sort of say thank you by nodding. And Sir Thomas will repeat, "The Lady Angelica thanks you for this kind gift."
Ah, yes, of course. It is my pleasure to supply you guys with whatever it takes for us to win our collective freedom here, because I don't like being locked up inside my own vault.
All right. So Zane, have you pulled the item over from the inventory?
I have not. While y'all, the Zane's sitting in the corner, kind of just leaning up against the wall, and he's actually doing his ritual to summon his familiar back. So he's kind of keeping an eye out, but doing the summons at the same time. So he's just kind of keeping an eye out and watching.
Ah, yes. So as you complete your summoning ritual, your faithful companion Bobo, the brightly colored macaw parrot, comes fluttering into existence and lands on your shoulder and says, "So far, so good."
Zane's just going to reach in his pocket, give him a little cracker out of there. It's a little piece of rations and feed him.
Ah, Bobo's a good bird.
So I'll walk over and I'll look at the cloak and some of the other things and grab it and ask Lord Cromwell about what this is. I'm kind of eyeballing it.
This is a displacer beast fur cloak using the displacer beast's own magic. It magically, distorts your form and makes it hard to hit you.
I'll look at it and I'll look at R and I was like, if you really want this cloak, I'll give it to you.
Oh yeah, I want it. You're just gonna give it up that easy, dude?
Yep.
No, it's yours.
Well, now let's give this man the respect that he deserves as a grown ass man. That if he says his character would offer it to you, do what your character would do. I understand that he might just be being nice as a person, but that's also his decision to make if, he feels that his character would do that. So I'm sure he knows that in no way, shape, or form is he required to do that. So if he wants to continue forward saying that Zane offers it to you, then all you have to do, Zane, is say, I offer it to Arn, and then Arn, just react how your character would.
Okay, restart.
Well, in that case, I'm going to snatch it from both of you. Just kidding. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Hey, he's doing what his character would do.
Well, no, actually, in truth, Zane would be sitting back and let y'all pick over everything, and then he would take what's left. I wouldn't come into the beginning.
Oh, okay. So you're still sitting back with Bobo then?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so-
Zane is literally what we haven't been maybe for 2 days.
Yeah,
Zane
2 days.
Zane doesn't know these people. I mean, we've worked together to get out of this situation, and we're in another sticky situation. But I'm not part of the group just yet. So Zane's just sitting back and watching.
Okay, so does everybody pick up their respective item before the cloak is left last?
So there's the belt of hill giant strength, but I believe that you guys said that we're gonna just basically say that
Eltor could take it.
Eltor takes it, and because I don't feel comfortable either playing him or allowing anybody else to play him, we'll just kind of put him in the background for this session. And so he's taken the Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Belt of the Drunkard is still on Cromwell, as we've discussed. And so, yes, the only thing left is the Cloak of Displacement, as you guys are all just, sitting there looking at each other.
Checking out our new stuff. I go, Zane, what did you take?
I didn't take anything.
Do you not need anything?
I can always use better weapons and better items for battle.
We do have this rust sword that nobody took. Does anybody? I mean, would you, be able to use this rust sword? Is it a long sword? I believe.
I had said that you guys could decide what the blade was, but then there was some talk about Zane maybe having it, and so I had made this.
Rusty rapier.
Yes, I mean I'll be happy to take the rapier and use that as a weapon.
But of course, that wasn't part of this boon either. So
Very true.
I don't
If
care.
nothing else, keep it in the inventory if no one does take it. But yeah, if you want the sword, Zane, just go ahead.
Yeah, man. I
We'll
mean,
keep
if
it in the inventory.
we're being true to characters, if Zane doesn't pick up the cloak, I mean, Arn just would go pick it up and be like, cool, I guess I could have this then. Like, are you? Because I don't want to feel like an asshole. Are you? Do you really not pick it up as Zane?
Um, I mean, that's what that's what out of character. That's what I wanted to get for my character. Yes, because I'm fighting in melee range a lot of times. So this would definitely help me a lot. That's why that's the first thing I'd ask for.
Then I suggest you grab it, man.
All right, Zane
Yeah,
walks
you've
up.
got
Zane walks up to the table, snatches the cloak, and walks back to the wall. Doesn't look at anything. Doesn't say anything. Just walks back and leans back on the wall.
Yeah.
It's very last season anyway.
So go ahead and drag it over to your inventory. And then not to harp on this too much, but there's still the 3,000 gold and who's gonna grab the rapier?
So Zane gets the rapier
well,
because he's the one that could use it. And
I'll
then
help carry the gold just to get it off the
yeah,
table.
I'm sure we all just shovel a bunch of gold into our bags.
Well, it's
Yeah, I'll take one.
it's in the parcel coins there. I think you should be able to like drag and drop it or something.
I tried dragging it and it shows it under my gold, but it left it on the party sheet too.
Oh, infinite money.
All right, so there we go. Electo has the 3K gold, so if anybody needs to, find out where the money went, Electo's got it.
No, that's perfect. I was just worried about carrying it all, but fine. We can divide it up, or you can carry it if that's cool.
The rapier and the cloak. Do I need to attune to that? And if that's the case, where or how is that? Where is that at?
It's already done. And the rapier requires attunement, and the cloak does not. Oh yeah, it does. Never mind. Requires attunement. Yep. So the cloak and the rapier both require attunement. Oh, I'm sorry. The rapier does not. Just the cloak does. So you only have that one spot filled in.
Where's that spot at on my sheet here?
Let me see. I'm not sure if there is a attunement tracker on here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. But basically, you get 3 items that you can attune to. So
Right. I didn't, like I said, I didn't want it to go over thing because I've got the golden rapier and the glamour studded armor, so I didn't know if those were attuned as well. Because that'd be
right.
4. I just want to make sure I didn't go over to 3.
Yeah. No, I hear you 100%. So yeah, I think there's not really a thing to track that. It's just however many you have. And then I need to make one thing for your Rapier of Rusting, because the way the Rapier of Rusting works is this. It is a regular, attack that you can make anytime with the Rapier of Rusting, or you can make a special attack. Uh, it can't be combined with other attack moves. So you can use it like a regular rapier +1 and make all your regular attacks that you could normally make, or you can make a special attack with it that activates its rusting attack against whatever you're attacking.
Gotcha. So I'll just have to
And
say it when I do it if I want to do the rusting attack.
Well, no, I'm gonna make the attack for you right now. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, yeah, but that's what I mean. I got you.
Yeah.
Zane, do you still want the crossbow? I dropped it in the party inventory.
Yeah.
And arrows. So probably just drag that over too.
All right, so we all got something, right? And I think that means we're ready to proceed with, what was coming next.
Yes.
The long rest, but not really.
Oh yes, long rest. Oh wait, yeah, wait. Do we don't get the long rest in before they break in, correct?
Only Altor does, and he's not here, so
Oh,
no.
perfect. Okay. All right, here we go.
1 second. All right. Now your Rapier of Rusting is good to go. And everybody else.
I think the damage on the rapiers changed for some reason. It looks like that it went down.
What do you mean?
Uh, the +4 when I get my proficiency bonus as well,
Not to damage.
or whatever it is. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no, not to damage. You only get that to your attack.
The damage would be your dex, I believe, or your proficiency bonus. Something like that.
Alrighty. I got that, that. Boom. And then was there anything else that needed to be done here? I think that's good. All right. On to the map. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Moved over to the corner there so I could hide. I don't know where the exact door is actually, but
By the dragon head thing, tiger head at the wall where he dipped out. So Cromwell was coming in and out of the wall by the door.
Correct.
Are we in initiative?
You will be in 2 seconds.
Okay, where would I be? Where would I be?
I assume we'd sort of be by where the treasure got picked up already.
Yeah. Well, the treasure did get picked up already, so I'm sure we'll just find a corner. I think I would just sit over here and try to rest. I'll be with the group. I'm right here.
I stand behind a curtain or something. Tapestry.
And then your feet are showing on the bottom. Have we rolled initiative last time, or do we have to roll right now?
No, you have to roll right now.
Oh, okay, cool. No, 14.
Do we have a token for the word Cromwell? Cromwell.
No, because he is not a capable combatant. So basically, he's a peasant. One hit would kill him. However, if you guys want, I can, add him and kill him for you.
Cromwell? Yeah, kill him. That way we can get the belt.
I'm glad you said it.
No.
Because I would think
I don't want to give you those ideas. No. We're not doing
Dang
that.
it.
Also,
I didn't say it.
Electo, what are you doing with your baby Chimera?
He's been chilling on my shoulder until he gets too big. Do you think he's too big now?
He's pretty big.
I have big shoulders. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I'll put him on Arn's shoulders.
I don't want it.
No, I mean, yeah, he'll just hang out with me. I've been feeding him and trying to train him. Is he big enough that he would like help us attack?
Oh no.
Drat.
No.
We're gonna get him to learn how to help you.
When Zane heard the door start to crack, he would have sent Bobo to land on the tiger's head, and would have instructed him to fly out the door when the people came in.
Gotcha.
Okay. 1
second, I'm just setting up the knights.
Got it.
They have a whole bunch of special powers.
At first glance, do these knights look similar to the brain dead knights that we saw?
Similar, but they carry themselves quite differently because they're not being, zombified.
All right, out of character, we need to somehow find a way that Cromwell could convince these guys that he's the real Cromwell.
All right, so
Yeah,
as you guys are resting, the vault door begins to open. Bobo quickly flies out to where only Zane knows, but the knights come pouring in as they come to arrest you.
Are we in turn order?
Yep.
Okay, go for it, Electo.
Okay. So I think where I'm at in the room, I'm like still fairly hidden. Like there's people in front of me, there's a table. So I am going to use, sorry, ignore my cat. I'm going to use message and discreetly point my finger at Cromwell and send him a message and say, we'll do what we need to fight these guards, but our only way out of here is if we can get you out of this room. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay.
All right. Zane is going to move up. Yeah, he's not moving that far, but he's going to move around the table. Sorry. I want to get to the edge of the table there. And he's going to yell at the guards. You've been deceived. The real Cromwell is with us in here. Please do not attack us. We will defend ourselves. And I'm going to hold my action until somebody comes in range. If they attack me, I'll strike back.
Okay. So you're readying in action. If you look on your sheet under actions, at the very bottom, you'll see ready.
All right.
Knight number 1 comes charging in. He sees Zane and moves forward to confront him.
Well, that didn't work. I guess I'm hitting him.
Real quick, did Cromwell respond when I did my message spell? It says that they're able to reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
I mean, he's like, sure. Like,
Okay.
go ahead, get me out of here. That's what I wanted. Like, I don't know, you know. Like, did you want him to argue with that or something?
No, what I was trying to convey to him is he needs to try to move forward. Like, we'll help him, but he needs to be trying to get out of the room.
No, I think I'll not move towards the heavily armed and armored knights.
Okay.
I forgot to target the knight, but 25 hit, correct?
Yes.
And I still didn't target the knight. I swear I clicked on him. There, got him. Do you want me to re-roll that or?
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Let me put the stuff back on there. Sorry. Third time's a charm. Sorry, guys.
You stab at the knight and manage to pierce his armor slightly, but he swings at you with his greatsword.
Already like this cloak.
All right. So 30 feet here. And I'm gonna throw punches for now. I don't really want to stab him yet. Attack. Nope, that's not gonna do it. So second attack. There we go. So that hits. And let's go. All right, perfect. I'll put this on him. So there's my 2 attacks. And I got 20 more feet of movement. There we go.
That
That's
does
it.
not provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, 2 reasons. One, I have defeat, and the second is he's stunned now.
Yep.
He failed his save.
No, I know. I was just pointing out that it
So-
doesn't.
Yeah, I move like the wind.
I can
Shit, I
run
didn't roll the
like the
damage though.
wind blows.
I did not roll the damage for the punch that hit though, so let me do that too.
No.
Because I did hit. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit of damage, but he's now stunned, and I will end my turn.
Lady Angelica is just going to sort of put her hand on Sir Thomas for a second. Sir Thomas is going to move up and, with his hands up, no weapons, and say, "Please stop. There's no need for this violence. This has all been a huge misunderstanding. The true Lord Cromwell is here with us. We're in his employ, just as you are. We all are on the same side. Please take a breath and speak to your true Lord. He is here. You've been deceived just as we have in the past."
So would you like to roll persuasion? Or
That's-
bluff?
I prefer
Deception.
persuasion.
Persuasion's probably better at this moment.
That's not bad, but it's not enough to convince knights who were just paid in gold to come and do a job.
Fair enough.
He can I point to the Sir Lord Cromwell? He's here. Look with your own eye.
Yeah, dude, look with your own eyes, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And they just accepted payment from Lord Cromwell. So clearly this is an imposter in here like he told them.
How many of the dudes are there? 7? Holy.
Eight.
Just 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at my my spells. I don't really think I have any like spells that can convince them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and try to follow suit with Angelica here. So Arn will step out 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25 feet. So that Arn steps out, a few feet, and he sheaths his sword, and he puts the shield down to his side, and he says, please just give us a second of your time. We can prove it to you that this is Lord Cromwell. I know this sounds insane, but I think this is just a strange circumstance. Please, we don't want to fight you. We really don't.
Oh, we know you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, Lord Cromwell here, the real Lord Cromwell, can pay you double of whatever the fake Lord Cromwell offered you. This is the real Lord Cromwell here, guys.
The imposter in here is gonna offer us the treasure that he's trying to steal in order to betray the owner who just paid us to come arrest him. Sure.
I say then, is that my action? Because I didn't really do anything besides just talk to them.
Yeah, but you did an awful lot of talking.
Okay, can I do a
Persuasion
roll?
roll? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping I get a 20. What did Angelica roll? A 17? Okay. What about a 20?
You did get a 20. And they all like start to look at Lord Cromwell, and one of them says he does look exactly like him. But right as that is happening, you hear Lord Cromwell say, "Do not believe these lying imposters. Get in there and do your jobs." And with his influence, the fact that he just paid them, and maybe something else happening that I'm not going to confirm or deny, he manages to keep you from convincing them. And now you know that Lord Cromwell, or the other Lord Cromwell, is indeed here with them.
All right. So that was my action. Can I still bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I have to bonus action summon my wolf because that's the best play I can do here.
The best play anyone can do is Hamilton, obviously.
Pretty good, pretty good. So you can put that guy right here next to me somewhere.
Yep, I'm getting on it.
Apparently, you've never seen my third-grade performance of Lincoln.
I actually prefer the production from Community in the first episode where Pierce and Jeff Winger team up.
Dos Hombres.
Yes. Oh, is that where you want him? Right there, right next to Sir Thomas?
Oh,
Is that why
Stay
there's a
back.
pretty pink line? Why is there pink line?
yeah. That's fine. That's my pretty pink line. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Dos
fine. That's a good
Hombres.
spot.
I
And then
love
I
that one.
say, and I say, we don't want to fight. We are good people, but if you step in here, we have no choice but to defend ourselves.
Oh yeah, you're good people summoning ghost wolves? What are you, some kind of witch? You a witch?
I'm your worst nightmare, buddy. Excuse me, I forgot I had to roll. I mean, skip my turn.
You know what? I will deal with these petty insects. And he steps forward and he sees Lady Angelica, and he decides that he's gonna do something and try to play it off. And so he looks at Lady Angelica and does this.
Oh my god.
She is also within 10 feet of me, which means that she gets +3 to that, so it's a 23.
She succeeded anyway. It was vicious mockery. So he tries to insult Lady Angelica and deal some psychic damage to her, but nothing doing.
Would the real Lord Cromwell, excuse me, my voice, would the real Lord Cromwell, his name is hard to say, insult a fair lady like that? I don't think so.
Knight number 5 steps forward to attack Sir Thomas. Would you people hold still?
Never.
What the hell you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people, you people?
And then I surround Sir Thomas.
I think in the past to get rid of some of the guards, we just paid them, but these guys are probably being paid more because they're his private guard. I don't know. Also, I think this demon thing that's controlling these people have no, like, he has no value for money anyway, so he just gives them whatever they want.
That's a very good guess. Oh man, I even had advantage and I still missed. At least I critted him, but then his adamantine armor was like crits. Psh, get get kick rocks.
Nice.
We're just gonna team up on Sir Thomas until he surrenders. Oh, crit that. Sir Thomas More is heavily wounded as the knights rush in and begin to beat down one of the obvious threats.
Oh no.
They just start beating him down. Stop resisting!
Yikes.
And the knight number 6 comes in and hacks away at him and knocks him to the ground, and he lies there bleeding. And the last knight comes forward, but has to spend the rest of his movement just to engage Zane. So he stays right here because he doesn't want to take an attack of opportunity from that there wolf. Oh wait, no, I can take the disengage action. Ah, I move up here, disengage, boom, boom, boom. I move here. Perfect.
Okay. Um. hmm. I am going to hold my turn.
All right. Zane is going to look at all the guards and yell at them. Watch and learn. He's going to point his rapier at the stunned knight's neck and then pull back and then move around behind this other guard here, staying in the 5 feet so it doesn't get a range of opportunity, and says, I do not know how much he paid you, but is your gold worth your life? Please listen to us. We only want to parlay to talk. The man behind you is trying to turn you against the real Lord Cromwell. Stop and listen. Let us talk.
You may roll persuasion with +2. Actually, you also get inspiration. I like that you like showed that like, look, I could kill this guy right here, but I didn't. Now it comes down to an opposed roll.
We're getting close.
You have now persuaded the knight that you were just by. He is no longer hostile towards you and is now neutral as he tries to figure out uh, what's going on here.
I'll also add, look at the bodies behind us. Look at the heads on those guards. Do you think the real Lord Cromwell would do that to somebody he pays, somebody he cares about?
We've heard a lot of messed up stuff about Lord Cromwell lately. Like, you know, last thing we heard, he was a traitor.
And you're still taking his gold. Stop. Let us fight. Let's not fight. Excuse me.
Wait, which one?
Let us not fight.
Now we're confused.
Yeah, well, me too.
Seemed a bit daft, me having to guard him when he's a guard and all. Alright, so knight number 1 is stunned. I'm stunned.
All right. I don't know what to do, guys. You guys don't. If we don't attack soon, we're not like Sir Thomas is already down. So if we
Yeah.
do another round of just talking and they attack us, then we all die.
Yeah, I'm just like I have 1 HP, and I have no spells, so I'm not very like strong. I could hit him twice with a longsword, but that's all I can do. I think Lekta only has 1 spell. I don't know how many spells.
I've got 3 first round slots left. That's it.
Yeah, so we're not looking
Same.
very formidable here. So I mean, it's a hairy situation, but they are starting to believe us. At least 1 guard is on our side. I'm sure Lord Cromwell
Well,
is
he's
going to be
neutral.
like, I'm sure Lord Cromwell is just going to be like, stop listening to him, or I'll have your head, or some bullshit. So
I want to be clear. He's neutral. He hasn't switched sides. He's just stopped fighting you.
Hold action maybe then, or hold your turn and wait.
Okay, I'm gonna move back to the gold pile.
Just throw a
And
handful at him.
just be like, this is the real Cromwell, and this is his gold. So whatever you're paying, we're not asking you to do anything except stop. And then hold on, it's gonna drag and drop this.
And
Where is it?
now you may roll persuasion with a +5.
I'm gonna
Because
rain gold.
because Lord Cromwell is like, yes, listen to them. This is my gold. I will pay you happily.
Just to stand there and do nothing, step aside, and that's worth it.
So that's a
Make it rain,
Don't
bitches.
listen
Make it
don't listen to
rain.
them. That's my gold, and I'll pay you as much of it as you want. I'll let you each carry
I'm
your
so
own
close.
weight in gold out of here.
he's
So
desperate.
close. Okay, I couldn't take the action I wanted there. It's not. Do I click it? The dodge action doesn't have a freaking thing.
Yeah, so if you go all the way down to dodge, you just double click dodge. There you go. Boom.
Oh, double click. I didn't even think of that. Okay, sorry
Yep.
guys.
No, that's okay. We'll just make fun of you later.
So Lady Angelica is going to move up and start sobbing and like trying to hug the guard and beg him without speaking. And she points to the Lord Cromwell at the door and makes like a gripping her throat sign and drops to her knees and starts praying and like clutching at the guard without speaking, just sobbing uncontrollably.
So
Good
what you're
boy.
saying is that you drop down to your knees and you pretend to pray?
And like begging, but clearly begging, like hands up, like, oh, please spare us, please listen. And then pointing to the one at the door, and like he did this to me, like pointing at my throat and like trying to get them to be sympathetic to how odd our situation.
Oh no, I get exactly what you're going for. It's just I couldn't resist throwing in some uh, California Dreamin' lyrics there.
Totally
So
flew past my head.
yeah, well, you know, he said he drops down to his knees and pretends to pray. So You know the preacher liked the cold. He knows I'm gonna stay. Anyway, you may go ahead and get inspiration as well, um, Lady Angelica, and then roll for persuasion, but only regular persuasion because they can't understand you. You know, they're like, "What the hell, this crazy lady?" That's still pretty good, you know.
Damn right.
Stop listening to these fools. But the knight who is by you is like, nah, there's something not right about this. This lady is crying, and like she looks like a lady, like, I mean, she might not be like, you know famous, or as beautiful as you know um Lord Maxius's wife, but she's still a noble.
Typical man.
Sir Thomas More shrugs off his dying state and stands up, and says, "I shall not fail you this day, Lady Angelica." And you realize that it is at that moment that he has become fully Stockholmed, and you no longer need to maintain concentration to keep him from running away. He will defend you to the best of his ability from this day forward.
Oh, you fucking broke him.
Kind of scary, but okay.
Can I still speak through him directly?
Yep.
So, please, you don't need to do this. You've heard us. You've proven your point. We don't want to fight you. After everything you've done, can't you just see that this is not right? Something is horribly wrong here. And he'll even drop his sword and or drop his axe and say, like, there's no reason for this to continue. We can get out of this peacefully. No one else need be hurt besides me.
Yeah. Arn?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm kind of just going along with the plan. So Ern's gonna say, listen,
You listen.
I'm more than capable of handling myself, but I don't want to pick a fight with people who don't deserve to die today. I think you should listen to us for at least a second.
Yeah, with that face, I bet you handle yourself all the time.
You're right.
So you're sounding a little intimidating. Would you like to roll intimidate at this point? I'm going to let you know that although normally you do want to be careful when selecting more hostile means of negotiating and all of that, in this instance with everything going on, you will not be taking like the kind of negative repercussions from an intimidate roll that like you normally would. Basically, you're using intimidate in the sense of like, we could have slaughtered you all, we're not going to, but if you keep trying to fight us, then like a bunch of people are going to die. Look at all these dead bodies already. Look at the size of
Yeah,
me. I'm
exactly.
Shaquille O'Neal over here.
It's just unfortunately we don't like. I mean, Arn doesn't beg, so he's just like, listen. If we wanted to freaking fight, we would fight. Why are we begging you? Because we want you to listen, basically.
Well, and you want to protect the lady too, right?
And yeah, and then I say, why else would we let if we really came here to kill Lord Cromwell, why wouldn't we just kill this Lord Cromwell? Or why would we even just let your Lord Cromwell escape our grasp?
You guys are here to steal. He trapped you in the vault when you were here to steal.
This Lord Cromwell trapped us in this vault through a portal. He melted through the stone and went to call you guys. How would we get in here unseen? I'm sure you guys are posted right outside this door and right above the stairs. Can you just think for a second?
What?
Can I
No,
roll persuasion?
we're posted at the barracks. We're like water ran guards. We're not Lord Cromwell's goons here. We're like private security like the Pinkertons.
Then why do you trust Lord Cromwell, especially since
Because he pays us.
after his falling out with Lord Maxius? I don't think you want to get on the bad side of Lord Maxius's friends. We have actually done a lot of work with Lord Maxius.
We work on contracts.
I'm sure Lord Maxius will think very highly of you guys after we speak to him after we get out of here this mess.
Go ahead and roll your intimidate.
Can I roll persuasion? That's kind of how
Do
Arn
do
persuades.
do do you want to roll persuasion instead? I mean, if that's what you're going for, I figured you were being a little more intimidating there. But if you're trying to be persuasive, I'll let you. But I gotta say that you're not gonna get a bonus. I'm not gonna give you a penalty, but you're not gonna get a bonus, because of the language used and all of that. Language.
I'm afraid intimidate's gonna ruin things, so I'm just gonna persuade.
It will. I promise you, it wouldn't. I wouldn't lie to you.
All right, here we go.
Well, that's a lie.
This statement is a lie.
Can I use inspiration to get advantage?
Absolutely, that's what it's for.
Okay.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
Snake eyes. No.
18.
Okay. So, but now, like I said, we're down to opposed rolls each time now. So.
Yeah, I'm speaking like man to man to these guys. No, I'm not talking about like your boss is like lying to you. I'm just speaking like to him, like to them, saying, why would I stand down? Like I would fight. You look at me. We're both warriors. You think like a real warrior knows how to pick his fights.
Yep. Roll off.
Again.
Yep.
Do I get advantage again?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh wait,
what are you
I
doing?
just rolled a d20. Hold up, let me roll.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Oops.
There you go.
17.
All right, you managed to convince night number 3 and 6 to go neutral.
Is there any thing you like any marker you can put on them just so we know who's convinced?
Yeah, it's on the combat tracker. You'll see there are knights who are neutral.
Oh, I see. Neutral. Okay,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. And then and then I'll even whistle, and then the wolf comes back.
And then also, if you click on the knights, whatever the circle is that comes up will give you some information about it. Blue means that you guys are allied. Green means that you guys are neutral. And red means that I'm going to fucking kill you.
When we click on them, we don't see them because we can't move them, so only you can see the ring around them.
Oh, really? Aw, bummer. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But no, we'll just use the tracker. Okay, but I mean, I think that was good. I think I convinced 2, so now down to Lord Cromwell.
Yeah,
and I do call the wolf just to prove that I'm not wanting to fight.
Okay.
It stands right here.
It doesn't stand at all.
It floats right here.
Yeah. Sorry. And yeah, I've had enough of this shit. Let's see. I am going to.
Does our Cromwell recognize any of these people in here?
Nah, not like not enough. Yeah, I mean these are just guards, knights and shit. They're not anybody special that he'd remember. Like his personal guards, that's different. But Oh! Mm. And did you give her... don't forget to give her Aura of Protection. But she already succeeded, so... I try to use Crown of Madness on Lady Angelica, but she resists.
Oh, great.
Would the knights see Lord Cromwell doing hand signs and stuff like that, or
Nope.
in the
Nope.
opponents?
It's all psionic. It's all in his. All he's doing is just holding a finger up to his side of his head like he's Cyclops. All right, so this knight remains unconvinced and chops down Sir Thomas. And let's see, he can flank him by going here.
Would Sir Thomas have taken the dodge action since he dropped his sword and ended his turn?
Absolutely. No, 19. Get back on the ground. He chops him down from behind, spinning around him and slicing at him with his greatsword. He knocks Sir Thomas back down to his feet. Lady Angelica, how do you feel about, what this guy just did to Sir Thomas now that, you've realized that, he's finally come around and is exhibiting knightly traits such as wanting to protect you of his own free will?
I
Quote
feel sad.
unquote free will.
I feel just as sad for him as I always do, but I also need him to get out of this alive. So he can suck it up and take the beating for a little while.
Knight number 3.
Oh, can I insert my turn next? After
Oh.
after night number 3.
Before, if you want, whatever you want.
Okay, I'll go now.
You'll go now? Okay. Let me just slide you right in here. And then... And then...
I'll step forward to be next to Zane. And I will bow to them kind of in like an alchemy's way and say, I know that actions speak louder than words. How can we show you that we mean you no harm and that we're on your side?
Throw down your weapons.
Okay. And I toss
One
down.
man already did that, and you struck him down.
Oh, that was Roger over there. He's a bit hot-headed.
I also sheathed my sword earlier. I don't have a sword out.
Yeah, and Lady Angelica's on her knees begging for mercy, so I don't know what else we can really do here.
Well, Zane can drop his rapiers that he's over there, having, and Electo can, I don't know, whatever Electo.
Sit on my hands. I'll kneel down just to show like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm chill. Yep.
And then Arn, he's pretty intimidating. So he sheathed his sword, but he's still this big, huge, badass dude with a sword and a shield and armor and a mask on, and he's pretty scary. He's scaring us, man.
I promise I don't bite.
And he's got this glowing wolf next to him.
That's Flopsy.
Knight number
Nice.
3, he sees all of this and he's just like, oh man, I don't want any part of this. So he moves over by Lady Angelica and pulls her up to her feet behind Arn to keep her away from Roger the hot-headed. Oh, do you resist?
Not at all.
Okay, yeah. So he just he just moves you over. So he's not being like hostile or anything. He's being really gentle and helpful, but he wants to get you away from Roger the hot-headed before he stabs you or something. All right, so now Malcolm, the slow to get what the slow to read the room, moves forward and attacks Arn. That was weird.
He hit both of us.
Am I targeting two people? Oh yeah.
Ah, dude, look at it. If I had a freaking +1 to my armor, he wouldn't have hit me there. Them's the breaks though, you know.
Actually, roll a dexterity check to try and get behind the smashed up sarcophagus, because you're kitty corner with it just enough to where if you can like dive down, basically I'm going to let you go prone to avoid getting hit.
You said a dexterity check?
Yep. You just have to get above a 10 and I'll let you go prone before you get hit. Oh,
Dang it.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. I don't. Yeah, it's okay. It happens, dude. Trust me.
I know.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't.
I know. It's just you guys know I'm not that kind of DM, like some DMs really like get their kicks out of like putting their players through the ringer like really hardcore. I only like putting you guys through the ringer like figuratively, like I want you to feel like it was almost, TPK, but I don't want to actually TPK you.
Hey, don't worry, man. Let's just move along, and it'll get done. We're all understanding.
Yeah. So night number 8 moves back and says, "Hey, uh uh damn it, what was his name? Malcolm? The
Malcolm.
Malcolm, the slow to read the room. You need to chill out and read the room." And then he takes the dodge action in order to try and dodge, but he also like steps in front of you so that Malcolm can't coup de grace you.
Should some of the knights make some like wisdom saves to see if they're like, because at this point there's more neutral than there are enemies. So can they be like
Yeah,
I
well,
don't.
this one drops back by Lord Cromwell.
Okay.
And then this one is going to pull Sir Thomas over to here, away from Mr. Hot-Headed. And then this guy's going to like actually get behind Electo and Zane, because he doesn't even want to be part of this anymore.
So Zane's going to say, while he's moving, kind of going to move over here and kind of crawl over this sarcophagus. And
That is either rough terrain, which would cost you some of your movement, or you can use an acrobatics to leap over it as part of the movement. So you either can't move quite that far, I think, 5, 10, 15, or you can just roll an acrobatics and then just leap right over there. Yep, you're good. And he sticks the landing, folks.
while he's moving, I'm going to cast a heal on Arn to get him back up. And it says, "We, besides my first hit, we have not attacked y'all directed to the other guys. If we really wanted to fight, we would have done this. Please, please believe us when we're saying we're not here to fight. We want to protect Lord Cromwell." And I'll point back to the Lord Cromwell out there. "If payment is what you're working for, we can arrange something. Do not believe that imposter behind you." I'm gonna cast where does it cure wounds on Arn?
Okay, so because you're using Cure Wounds, you're actually not going to get a Persuasion roll this turn.
Yeah, it's a trade off.
But
Thank
I
you.
mean, you still did good. So.
Hey, it's more HP than I had before I went down.
Oh,
so
hey,
thanks.
don't go healing Knight number 1.
He can spread it around if he wants.
I swear to God, I took it off him, but anyway.
All right, there. I gave him his damage back because screw that guy.
Sorry about that. Did it actually go to Arn?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I had them both targeted. Sorry about that.
Yeah, he just has so much hit points that little bit doesn't show on his life bar.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Exactly.
Arn's a big boy with a big bar. All right, Knight number 1 also drops back now, and they're like, what
He
are
was
we
stunned.
supposed to do? He's
No,
not.
it ended after.
Yeah, he's not stunned anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it wore off a while.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, what are we supposed to do here? This is crazy. Like a bunch of our guys are like helping them.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to ask, Knight 7, is he going to attack me if I move to his area there?
What? Why would I?
Like, I want to dash past this guy.
Yeah, no, Knight 7's neutral. You're good.
I'm Simon the smart who knows how to get out of situations alive.
These two guys. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to plot my route here. I'll just, you know what? I'll just stay up on here. With my mobile feet, I don't think difficult terrain is. Oh, if I dash, but I'm not. It's still difficult. 20 feet there. That guy's good. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide where I want to stop. Here. Just see if I can flip over Electa.
You flip off Electo.
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, Electo had gotten down on his knees, so like you can easily just do a flip right over.
Okay, and I'll dodge here. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I'm gonna take. Can I take the dodge off? I have a better
Yeah.
idea. I'm going to cast on myself. Let me. All right. I got to cast on myself. So
I've never heard of the spell on myself. What's it do?
Here we go. There. My last spell slot. Sanctuary. So I land next to Electo, and then I just kind of pulse out with this mystical.
I imagine that your sanctuary looks a little bit like the fiery power up of a Dragon Ball Z character, but more flame like as it just kind of glows and radiates off of your arm.
Yeah, I put the arm on the ground, and it just starts pulsing like boom, boom, boom. And I'll stay here and hopefully protect my friends if I have to.
Of course, feel free to describe your sanctuary however you want. I was just giving you a note of how it might look.
It's like a shimmer of fire.
Yeah.
It kind of goes like a bubble. And yeah, so I'm good. Ended my turn. There you go, guys.
And I'm actually going to pause your timer real quick here, Lady Angelica, just because this is a good spot to make a note for you guys. Anytime I say anything like that, it's merely me trying to help interject some flavor. And if that's not to your liking, just speak up and we'll make it whatever you like. Okay?
Oh no, I'm cool. I like the added description.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, don't let me control, any aspect of your character. If you don't like it, speak up. We'll change it. What do you do, Lady Angelica?
So Sir Thomas is out, right? I can't use him to speak right now.
Yeah. He's unconscious right now.
Okay, I guess. I'll just continue to act hysterical and, um, again, pointing at the Cromwell by the door and like that he's trying to demonstrate that he's something awful. And part of me wants to try something really like aggressive, not aggressive, but dramatic. I don't know if it'll work though.
What is it?
I
You
want to
can taunt
crawl.
him with it.
Well, I want to crawl, like basically crawl over to him and take his sword and put it at my neck. Because if he kills me in front of all these people, it's pretty obvious something's wrong.
Hey man,
And
it's up to you, dude. But that sounds pretty crazy to me.
yeah, I'll try it. I'll move on, like basically like crawling almost to him and get and take his sword and put it at my neck on my knees and like basically offer my neck up to him.
You can't move that far crawling. You can only move half your speed.
Well, forget it then if I can't, because I was already down, right? I lose half my
Yeah,
movement coming up.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll sort of stand back up and continue to crime ball, and if it gets around to another turn, I'll try that.
Okay.
Can I try and use that as a persuasion or no?
Nope. Everybody that has tried to persuade has gotten their roll. All right. Sir Thomas More is dying successfully.
All right, my turn. So who's left here? 2 and 1. Lord Cromwell's next. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Number
Go ahead.
4 is also still hostile, and number 5 is also still hostile.
Okay.
I just wanted you to be aware of that,
No. Thank you. 4 and 5. Okay. I think. I don't know. They're still hostile. I think I'm
That guy's
gonna.
8 is protecting you, though.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's bad to shove him away?
Yes, be very passive.
I'm just gonna disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna move here. And then try to catch my breath.
Lord Cromwell is so pissed off that he forgets himself.
Gulp.
Over here, charge me.
And he targets all of you.
Are we going to have to make a save?
Yes.
Okay. So if it will help me once we roll, I'm going to use Arcane Deflection on myself. But I have to see the roll first, but just as a heads up.
I want Lord Cromwell to target all of them.
This they'll be able to see him do, right? Like this won't be hidden.
Yeah, like this is pretty obvious that something's going on because this is Mind Blast. And so even though it's still the same psionic thing that like you can't really like see him doing anything like preparing for it, once he unleashes it's like watching any psychic power like all of a sudden send people flying or whatever. It's like, whoa, did you just do something? So yeah.
He's gonna hit his eyes too, because it's an area of effect. It's
Oh yeah.
everybody in the 60-foot.
Yep. Everybody's being targeted.
Shooting his own men in the back.
Yep. He don't
Gulp.
care. Lord Cromwell don't give a fuck.
Zane. Oh, Zane would add 3 to his thing, but it would not help him. Or nor would it help me. Apparently, I rolled 8.
All right, so a whole bunch of people get blasted with the mind blast power, and everybody who failed the save is also now stunned for 1 round. Oh wait, is it
Am
1
I-
round? It's 1 minute. Stunned for 1 minute.
Is that for me as well, even though I resist it?
Uh,
Control.
you because you resist it, um, you should have gotten a a advantage on the save. So I need you to actually roll your intelligence save again, please. Okay, so you are not stunned. I'm still gonna let you take the damage though, just because you failed one of the saves and like whatever, it's not gonna really affect things too much here. So you are not stunned, but
Could I use my inspiration to re-roll the save?
yes. Sorry, I like to consider things. I wasn't trying to like drag that out. It's just I like to consider things. So because like every time you say yes or no, you're setting a precedent, and then if you don't follow that the next time, then
Oh no worries. It was an intelligence save, correct?
yes, sir. So
And I,
before I just arbitrarily say yes or no, I like to.
yeah, well, I shit the bed on that one. So
Yeah, you did. Yeah, yeah. You suck. So anyway, now I need to apply stunned to everybody except Angelica. All right,
Everyone else failed.
there you guys go. Get some.
I succeeded though, I thought.
You did? Then it shouldn't have
Yeah.
applied to you, and it didn't.
Okay. Okay.
So
We're
you're
good.
good. Yep. No, you're good. Also, Sir Thomas didn't actually get affected, but I kind of like caught him up in that, so whatever.
He's sleepy anyways.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Tell him to walk it off. All right. Night number 5 is stunned. Electo.
And I say, "You see this foul magic? Help us, protect us. We're unable to defeat him on our own. Please assist us."
Night number 3 is stunned.
At how beautiful I look tonight.
Night number 4 is stunned.
Wow, I didn't think I looked that good.
Night number 8 sees all of this, switches to friendly, and charges in to attack Lord Cromwell.
Go
Finally.
knight number 8.
Oh no! Oh no! Knight number 8 is not so great. Knight number 2 sees knight number 8 attacking Lord Cromwell and attacks him.
Hey, this is working.
Knight number 6 charges in to help his friend against knight number 2.
Why would he attack Cromwell? Oh.
Knight number 7 still knows how to survive a situation and stays over here by Electo going, oh man, I sure hope this works out.
Do
What
I get a
happened to
chance to
Zane?
shake off the sun, the stun?
Say again.
Do I get a roll to shake off the stun?
To over.
Yeah, no. It's let me see. It's 1 minute. Yep.
There's no save and throw at the end of the turn or anything
I
like that.
am almost positive. I'll double check. Let me double check.
All right, no worries.
All right. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect.
Okay, so I've got to roll another wisdom or intelligence, excuse me. God, I cannot throw that. All right, well, I'm still stunned.
You got a +3 too. On top of that, like it's one of your
I
good
know
points.
that's what's so bad about it. I'm really just shaking these dice.
You gotta shake them like they owe you money.
No doubt.
I want my money, man. Where's my money? You got money to pay for fake mustaches? All right. Knight number 1
Go
move.
Stewie.
Yeah, moves to attack. I'm glad you got that. Moves to attack knight number 6.
Oh, he's gonna get punched again now. He didn't learn.
Well, he sucks.
I'm just gonna walk right up to Cromwell. You sick son of a bitch, this is over one way or the other. And just try to taunt him. Keep enraging him. Let me click my action here. There we go. All right. I'm hopeful we can do this.
Did you not attack him?
No, I didn't attack. I'm still protected by my heat field, so let him bring it to me. Let him try something.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt and all the fun going on.
Because there's not enough chaos.
And how do we do the version? I can't remember now.
With Chaos Bolt, this is the one that has the 2d8, right?
Yeah. So
Okay, so
I get,
you roll 2d8. Just take the d8 on the bottom, right click, and it'll say 2x. Just roll that. Okay, so now the
Nice.
damage is whatever the damage 7 is, but now you know that you also get to leap it. And then you get to leap it onto somebody else, but roll the 2d8 again to see if it leaps again. It'll be the same energy type, but you know. Okay, so it doesn't leap again after that, but you get to deal that energy type to one of the other knights. Right now, knight number 2 and knight number 1 are the hostile ones. And knight number 5, but he's not close enough. Oh, knight number 1 isn't either. So just knight number 2.
they're all in with range of chaos. Oh, for the jump. So knight number.
Yeah, give him that brain damage. You like that rod, don't you?
I don't love that it's doing things to me, but whatever.
Success.
That's what all power is, though, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So guess what? My mind blast just recharged.
No.
So yeah, that's everybody except for knight number 2 and Logan. Alright, so now I am not targeting knight number 2 or Logan, but I am targeting literally everyone else. Oh, no, that's this guy who is. Damn it.
I would say not Arn either. If he's on the ground behind that coffin, I think he's got pretty good cover. Because he's actually down. He's not standing up.
Uh, it doesn't matter if you're standing up or not. It's a psychic blast. It
I'm just
literally,
curious if it's still going
it literally like basically, unless you're behind a wall, is going to get you.
Sorry, buddy. I tried.
I appreciate it.
Alrighty, let's do this. Where's my mind blast? Is it up here? Ah, yes, there it is. And then Lady Angelica, roll again right away, please. Alright, so you do succeed, so I take that off of you. Alright, there you go. Alright, you guys all take some more damage and get a little more stunned.
Can the guards make checks to be unstunned at the end of their turn too, who are on our side?
Normally I would, except for these are like normal humans, and so since they're not heroes like you guys, no.
Would the ones that are on his side now, they're getting hit by him, would they roll to see if they're switching back?
Absolutely. If they like come out of being stunned, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" But for now, they're stunned and dying and stunned and just fine, and thinking that they're gonna beat the ever living shit out of Cromwell some more.
Finally.
Knight number 8 just slashes at him with his greatsword, like dealing some pretty good damage to Cromwell. Knight number 2 attempts to protect his boss. But knight number 8 is Sir Arthur Dane, the greatest swordsman who ever lived. He deflects all of his blows and continues to put the pressure on Cromwell. I attack Cromwell. Yeah, I mean, like nuts to this. Oh wait, is knight number 1 stunned? I have to make sure that I can get away. Oh no, knight number 1 is not stunned. All right, so I attack knight number 2. That's all I can do. Damn it. And I am stunned. And Zane is stunned. No,
Oh
God
man.
damn! I don't know what's wrong with my dice.
they need to be punished. All right, knight number 1 attacks knight number 6.
Knight number 1 is still on their side, even though he's getting bombed like this.
Well, it didn't affect him. All the knights who got affected will defect, but since it didn't affect him, it's like nothing happened.
Some guys are just dicks.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, by the way, Logan,
All
that's
right.
an open vault door in front of you.
Book it.
I know, but I gotta come on now. I can do both. So
But you can get advantage by moving around him.
Yeah, I would just attack Cromwell, dude. Just like use your key points if you can. Get as much hits as you can.
there we
on
go.
him.
Oh, I'm gonna attack, yeah, for sure. I'm just picking. I gotta make sure I targeted him. Okay, so I can move there, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
You
that
stepped off the
hits.
map. Here there be monsters.
All right, that's the first hit. And the second attack.
Hey, no cheating.
Oh,
Nice.
that's amazing. Give me something good. Give me something fucking good. Yes, I'm gonna
In
punch you right in
addition
the
to the
fucking
standard critical damage, your target loses a finger, breaks fingers, or has arm muscle punctured, or
balls. Oh, okay. In that case, I want to shatter the fingers of his hand. Just like punch them all, like full on martial arts punch right into his fingers and hands.
yes, As Lord Cromwell goes to put his hand up to stop you from punching him, you grab his hand in that Roman knuckles kind of grip, and you bend it back, breaking his fingers, and he drops to the ground screaming. And as you bring your fist down on his face, it peels away and reveals
Mom?
one second.
Oh no! Wait, what is it?
His true form. We broke the illusion.
Reveals that he was wearing
Oh,
some kind of
oh,
human suit,
He's a mind flayer.
and he was a mind flayer the whole time. The other knights, upon seeing the true form of the false Cromwell, immediately lay down their arms and beg forgiveness.
Pick your damn arms up and attack the son of a bitch.
Yeah. Keep fighting. What are you doing?
He's dead.
yeah. Well, I still have.
Oh wait, is he dead or is he? I thought he just broke his.
Doesn't matter.
No, he's dying right now.
Oh. Well, then
I'm
why are they
still hitting
begging for
him.
forgiveness? Are they begging us
To
for
us.
forgiveness?
Us for forgiveness.
Oh. Nice.
He's dead. He's
You know what,
I want to
Logan?
continue
Keep
my
hitting him.
flurry of blows. Keep hitting him. Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
the one time I agree with you.
Oh, hold on. He's also prone now, so I have to put that on because you should have advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
I still
he's
have one more punch.
unconscious. He's
Very
unconscious, so you do anyway. Never mind. You're good.
Okay, and then the second, I'm not even gonna roll damage, right? Oh, let's just see. It's a 6 again. Something no. Okay, and the last punch. My turn. There we go.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, I gotta make sure. So now I can still move my movement. So I'm just gonna walk out of the like 50 feet into the abyss. Like totally leave this vault, like 30, 40 feet down.
Yeah.
Can we
Staircase, I
take
go
a
down.
can we take a break real quick
Yep.
since we're in a combat?
Yep.
I need 5 minutes.
5 minute bio break for everybody. No problem. I'm still
Bring
gonna be here though. If anybody has some questions or anything they want to go over while we're.
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah, by all means.
The golden rapier,
Yes, sir.
the wish part of that thing. How does that work?
Well, you would have to, first determine if it even has any left, and determine that it even has that property to begin with. And then once that's done, then you would merely need to already be attuned with it, which you are, and activate it like any other, magic item activation.
Gotcha. So I mean, I just wanted to make sure that that was part of it. Do I need to roll the d4 to determine if we've got it? It's got any juice left?
Oh no, I've already determined that.
Okay.
In fact, I gave you a hint when I described it the first time it was found.
I apologize. I don't remember
It's
that portion.
no, it's okay. It has set in it 3 gems, 2 black like rubies and a shining perfect emerald.
Oh, this is fucked.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Yeah, I apologize. I don't remember that portion of it when you described it, so I apologize. But I got
No,
it.
no, yeah.
Dude,
Please.
that means you have a wish? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like,
What would you wish for? Yo, wish for more wishes.
like for me, I try not to be that DM who describes everything in such detail that you like lose everything, but I know that like I certainly can like gloss over things or like fail to describe something, you know, enough detail to like make sure that you got that was a clue. So like it's not your fault at all. Like
No, I get the clue. I get the clue. I'm like literally, I must have just glossed over and missed the description that you gave me because otherwise, I mean, obviously, I understand it from there. So
yeah, yeah.
that's just me not paying attention.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. Now I kind of want to go back and watch that session and see like just how much of an emphasis I did or didn't put on it, just to see if I am more to blame or less to blame or what.
No, I think it was me more kind of trying to figure out the the system here. I was staring at the screen probably half the time with the drool coming down my face. Like, all right, well, don't click next.
Oh yeah, that's true because you did get it really early on. So yeah. Not that you've been here all that long yet, anyway. But yeah.
Right. I mean, it was just on my character when I came out of the shadow. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like yeah, so.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, by the way, Electo, did I give you inspiration for dropping to your knees? You get that. And Logan, although like it's not really something that you like did per se, it was just kind of like how the combat worked for defeating uh Lord, well, I guess we'll stop calling him Lord Cromwell. But for defeating the Mind Flayer, you also get a point of inspiration.
Sweet.
Yay! Thank you.
No, you know what? I'm really happy that I finally got to use my character the way he's meant to be. It's like a slingshot, not a sword. I get in there and hits one target really hard, and
Yeah,
I managed to get
absolutely.
him.
You did perfect. You slid in right at the right time, and then you just beat him down.
Very good
I'm gonna
job,
feed
Logan.
him to your once I get Electo up, if we can get him up, I'm gonna definitely feed that his pet eat this Cromwell thing.
I don't know if you should do that, but I mean, I'll just shut my mouth. You do you.
We shouldn't give the
Calamari now,
Chimera
right?
the taste of flesh.
You're right. Just burn this shit right now.
Well,
Anybody with
it's
fire, just
it's not the flesh so much that I'm worried about. It's the type of flesh.
yeah. Let's grab torches and just burn it in the vault. We'll just fucking burn a corpse right here. We can't take any chances. We can't wait till nightfall or anything. We got to make sure we burn it to ash right now.
Everything you love will burn to ashes.
Can I use Word of Radiance on the corpse? Do radiant damage to it?
Yeah,
Because it's a cantrip spell.
yeah.
Okay.
So, despite the
Oh,
fact
that'd be
that
fun.
the head has been crushed in by his fists and now is not moving, Logan speaks some words in a language that you guys do not understand, and Lord Cromwell's body begins to burn with a radiant, fiery light, and just kind of like sizzles it. It doesn't burn it up. It just.
All right, guys. That's finally over. All right. Let's go have a drink.
Honestly, Logan, I feel like this story has just begun.
Even if Water Ran is collapsed, there'll be an inn somewhere. We'll dig through the rubble for their last bit of wine. We'll take all these guards with us who aren't assholes. Just get the fuck out of here.
Hey, we weren't assholes. We were paid to do a job.
No, I understand.
Well, the real Cromwell's here. He's going to make sure you guys are rewarded whatever you're worth.
I hear he's a traitor.
Can you not put two and two together? This is the real Lord Cromwell. The traitor was the fake one.
Yeah, but I'm Greg the really fucking slow.
Well, Greg, they're really fucking slow. You were working for the traitor, so that makes you a traitor.
What?
Got him.
No! Traitors get hung. I don't want to be hung.
You're a traitor. You're a traitor.
We'll all
Greg,
just leave this vault and pretend none of this ever happened. What happened in the vault stays in the vault. We just all walk away. Like,
Can
I'm in the hall. I'm
If
not
the
coming
guards
back
want to
in
go
there.
along
So
with it, I'm
you
cool
can,
with it.
can I have a handful of gold for my trouble and then just get out of here?
You know what? Take 2 handfuls.
Cromwell like says, "Hey, whoa! Don't be giving away
Buddy,
my."
we just saved your life.
What? I'm pretty sure I just saved all of yours.
Touche.
all right, well, I can give them 1,000 gold, and this they can divide that up. Cromwell's going to be cheap. But I mean, saved and his wealth is saved. I think he should be happy.
I
But
am
I'll pay the
happy,
guards if
but
it comes to that.
I am happy, but you know, like I'm a rich guy. Like I didn't get rich by giving away my gold.
Smart man, smart man.
Like in fact, like you know, now that I think about it, like you know, there's quite a bit of gold that's not here.
Dude, it's been 4 years. I'm sure he spent a lot of your money.
I'm kind of upset about this. I think he owes me
Well,
interest on this.
Whoa, you can ask
you'll
him for it.
rebuild.
He's right there.
Well, he seems to be dead. I'll have to collect from his killer.
Makes no sense, but okay.
You're like, that
Look,
seems legally dubious.
I offered to pay these guards.
He
Just
says,
like
no,
waited, you
no,
guys. I don't know
no.
why you're still.
He says, no, no, no. I here. And he opens up a chest, and it's filled with silver coins, and he pays each of the guards 10 silver. And they all just look at him like,
Hey, how much was that Lord Cromwell paying you, I say?
30 gold?
I tossed them. How many of them are there?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Eight.
There's 8 of them. So what is 50 times 8?
400.
All right. We give them 400 gold from the party gold pile.
They
And we say,
thank you.
listen, I know this is weird, but I think this information shouldn't be spread around to everyone. Keep it a secret. We're gonna go ahead and handle this here with the real Lord Cromwell and take it up with Maxius. Maybe he can give us guidance. But before you leave, I do have a question. We haven't been in town for about a month, and we know that the festival happened right after we left. Anything important happened during the festival?
Oh yeah, there was a big celebration and a bunch of people were hung that were supposedly part of the rebellion.
That's sad to hear.
Yeah,
No, there's
do you want us to take these bodies down to the burning fields where the other bodies are stacked up?
This place has a burning field now.
Well, yeah, I mean there was like 350 people executed.
On the day of the festival?
Yeah.
and you guys haven't buried them yet? Holy crap! It must stink.
They're in the burning
No, they
fields.
burned them in the burning field. Yeah.
No, Sir Thomas will say, no, we'll handle this dead here. We need to understand what happened to them.
Yeah, so just take the gold for your guys' trouble and don't speak about this. You got it?
Right.
And listen, I respect some of the men who stood by our side and believed this whole time. The rest of you, and I spit it at the floor.
That's not very sanitary.
You may leave now.
There's a lot of blood on this floor, so it's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna give each of them a platinum coin. I still have lots of those.
Come
Yes,
on,
you
man.
do.
We're not made of money, dude.
Oh, I made of money. I'm
Okay,
literally
give him a
have
platinum
gold
coin.
on my body.
Do we get Sir Thomas and Arn back up and everybody else awake and moving? I'm sorry, I'm back now. My wife isn't feeling well.
Oh, no problem at all. It's quite all right. The actual act of getting them up hasn't been accomplished, but for the sake of moving forward with the role playing and everything, that's a minor detail that of course eventually one way or another through medicine checks, healing, or just passage of time, Arn and Sir Thomas and Electo will be back up and on their feet.
I said all of that on the floor.
No, I can stabilize you guys with Spare the Dying. I just need somebody to give you a hit point to get you up.
After a
I
battle,
can
we're
stabilize.
stabilized, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're out of combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
So we
I mean, it doesn't automatically happen if you're dying and all of that, but because there's enough allies around, like I said, it's a pretty minor detail for somebody to have either stabilized you or whatever, like you're fine.
got it. So while we're licking our wounds, I look at Lord Cromwell and I say, "Well, Lord Cromwell, um, where do we go now? What do you think?"
Sir Thomas will come forward. We've been through quite an ordeal. Is it possible we could rest here for the night and possibly get food and shelter?
I think I've had about enough of your company. Why don't you get out of my house? No, I'm
Yeah, I was
just,
waiting for that.
I'm just playing with you guys.
I'm gonna
After,
close the vault soon.
yeah, right.
Angelica transforms and eats his face.
Yeah. No, he before you can even say that, Lord Cromwell offers his noble hospitality to all of you and says that food and baths will be laid out, but for now he must go tend to his affairs.
Well, what does that mean, Lord Cromwell?
Why are you guys still in the vault?
Oh, wait. When we killed this Lord Cromwell, did we search his body? Does he have the orb on him?
Yeah.
No, I smashed his body.
Well, I want to search his body real good.
Because we have the
Well,
wand.
spells don't destroy. I can't destroy magic items. So if you had anything
Yeah.
magic on, it'll just be sitting there.
Yeah, and wait, and if he had the orb, he might have summoned shadows. So he might not have the orb because the orb summoned shadows last time.
Well, of the
But now I
dead.
gotta search for it. I'm not going back in there.
We got
Oh yeah,
everybody up, right? Everybody's
Yeah, everybody's up.
Yes.
We settled
okay.
that.
Gotcha.
And the knights have all left, right? Like we don't have to deal with them anymore.
Correct.
yeah, they're gone. They've outskis.
Logan sneaking around the castle.
Go
Yeah,
find
I'm
his.
not
don't
going
need to,
anywhere
dude.
near
We're
that vault
guests.
again.
We're guests now, dude. Just walk around.
Yeah.
I think we've earned a
Can I-
night stay here at least.
Can I search the body for anything on the?
Oh,
the
yeah.
cloak over?
No, I was waiting for you to just roll investigation because, like, I can't stop you from searching the body. Like if you say you're searching the body, that's what happens.
Does somebody want to help me do it?
All right, Electo
yeah,
gives you
anybody
advantage.
has. Yeah.
No,
Roll again.
19, but you can
Let me
roll
do
again
one more
because
investigation. Yeah,
Yep.
one more time.
because Electo gave you advantage.
It could be higher than a 19.
No, 19. I love me some Will Wheaton.
Nope.
16.
Studio. Anyway, with the 19, you manage to find on him a very strange looking codex of the Far Realm language and a ring that is like a series of symbols set inside 3 intricate loops that spin around together, and a list of names of people, including Lord Maxius, the Lord Talbot of Warway in New Eglia, and Lord Kojakaru.
So 3 people on the list.
Well, there's
That's
others, but those are the
including the people that we know. Yeah.
right.
So does the list have any other information? I mean, Lady Angelica can read the writing. So is it only a list with people's names, or is there any specification on what they're doing to them, or?
Yes, there is some sort of mark next to uh, uh, Lord Kojoroku's name.
I mean, I have eyes. Does the mark look like an X, a check mark?
Well,
No, it looks like a Far Realm mark.
Oh, okay, I see. Got it.
as I say, though, if anything happened to him, it would have had to have happened since she left. She could have read his mind easily and known if something was wrong before she left. And he was basically a vegetable when they were like his brain was pretty well shot. Or it could mean Dragos because he theoretically could be the Lord there now.
Yeah, maybe they're looking at him as Lord. I don't know.
Anyway, for now, I'm gonna examine the codex and the ring.
I can identify it if I can borrow a pearl from this treasure trove too. Oh no, I have a arcane focus I can use. Never mind. Yeah, I can identify it.
Arn,
Can't you do it with ritual as well?
Yeah, I still need the spell components though, but I forgot that I have a thing. A
Reminder of the last time you guys tried to identify something from the Far Realm.
Okay, I'll do identify once I get my spell
once you
slot
said
back.
far roll, I'm like, no, I'm not touching that thing.
yeah,
I can identify it with my spell slots when I get them back. I'll identify it in the morning.
Arn, by the way, he tosses the mind flyer over his shoulder, and he says, like, "Where do you guys want me to take this thing? Do you want me to leave it in the vault?"
It's tentacles flop around, and the mushed part of its brain like leaks down your leg.
Yeah,
How many
if they leave
free
him
rolls
here,
today?
we're gonna burn
inside
this body soon.
I'll set him inside the sarcophagus.
Hey, don't. Oh, never mind. I left to go attend my business.
Well, did he tell us what his business was? Because if he is he going to speak
Probably
to?
wants to go cry somewhere alone. He's just
Yeah, because
needs a
if
moment.
he's gonna go speak to Mac, like I mean, I did ask him before he left. I said, "What is your business?"
I have to
I
have to straighten up the affairs of my household. I've been incapacitated for 4 years apparently. Like I have to go find out, who's all still here, what my supplies are,
Yeah.
what the status is. Hey, how about I don't tell you how to swing that sword around, and you don't tell me how to be a super rich, awesome lord.
I just
throw
asked
the
that
mind
I also
flyer
want to
in
get
the
fresh air, guys.
sarcophagus.
when you go to see Lord Maxius, I would like Lady Angelica would like to attend you if possible.
I don't even know if it's day or night right now. I gotta go find out a whole bunch of stuff before I just go running off to Lord Maxius.
Okay, so that's fine. We all got our long rest.
I want fresh air, guys. We gotta get moving out of the house. I don't even like sleeping here, but I guess we have to for the long
dude.
rest.
We need to.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
100% need to.
Well, he already had us take a long rest here, so we slept here, or we were going.
Well, you're going to. I just went ahead and took care of that. You know what I mean?
I do say before he leaves, okay, my lord, but just do remember that you have been asleep for 4 years, or not asleep. You have been locked up for 4 years. Things have changed around here. Maxius, I'm afraid, is a different person, and I just need to tell you to be careful, to
How
heed your word.
how could he be a different person? He's the Lord Commander of Waterrand's armies that so bravely, saved us from the rampaging hordes of beastmen, and I've served with him for, what did I say, like 15, 20 years or just more,
You know what, Lord? I won't tell you how to do your job.
Angelica's going to cyclically reach out to Arn. Just let him go. We've got other things to worry about for now.
All right.
So let's. I'm going to sort through the Mind Flayer's body if there's anything else, and then I'm going to be of the opinion that we should burn this thing now.
He is wearing a type of armor.
What type?
Well, Mind Flayer type, but
We'll strip that. I'll take that as well, and I'll work on identifying all that tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think I would fit in it. It's pretty slimming.
yeah, it's very skinny and tight form fitting. It's very rigid, like steel or ceramic armor, but as flexible as leather.
No, and obviously no blood stone.
I would have said so, yeah.
Not magic armor, right? It's just regular weirdo armor.
We don't know yet.
We got to identify it all, and I can do that tomorrow.
Okay, bring it just in case, yeah.
So I'd say we go upstairs to get some food, and we can figure out what we want to figure out what time of day it is and what we want to do. I assume we'll sleep soon because we haven't slept in many days.
Yeah. I have a hot cup of cocoa, and I'm sitting by the fire with my feet up. I'm enjoying this luxury for one night.
Actually, here in Waterran is one of the few places where you actually can get the chocolate from the southern continent still. It's a very rare delicacy that isn't always available and is very, very expensive, obviously. But Lord Cromwell's palace is one of the places that always has some on hand. And so, you know, when you're looking over, you know, all the things that the cooks can bring you, you do indeed see that hot chocolate is one of them. And this, like, to put it into perspective, this would be like, you know, finding absinthe in America. Like it's
Yeah.
you know, so like this is a rare treat to be able to get something like this.
Yeah, I drink it. I drink it all. I'm like, oh, I've never had that before.
Yeah, it's a little bit bitter because, you know, they don't have all of the, you know, refining techniques to make it all of that, but it is made with a dairy product to make it rich and creamy instead of just, you know, watery and soupy. So
Yeah, and then I crash there on the couch. I don't go to the bed.
Sir Thomas will speak to Zane. Zane, we're now safe in a large city. You're obviously free to leave if you'd like, or you can help us continue our search. Whatever you'd like to do.
Zane will say, I'm an adventure for hire. If there's gold to be had in this party, I'm willing to stay. I know we can all fight, so I feel better than the last party that I dealt with.
It would be a pleasure to have you. Lady Angelica is glad for your help.
Zane will take a bow, kind of flourish his swords.
where's Bobo?
Bobo's around somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good place to wrap up.
Oh yeah, I mean if your wife is sick there, you know, Lady Angelica and you know, everybody else is good, we can wrap up a little early if you guys like. Otherwise, I was pretty much gonna let you guys just kind of RP out what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a couple things, but yeah, if we can.
Yeah,
Minutes.
go ahead. Everybody can RP out, and of course, everybody, you know, knows that they're free to go if they need to go. So, you know.
She's got her tea and she's feeling a bit better, but
Good.
she's just going to be sick. Like it's just a head cold.
I understand, and I hope that she feels better. But you know, I try to be accommodating. So.
I appreciate that. Did we level?
No,
Dang it, it's worth a try.
Just wait. I just was hoping to wait for a moment to find Electo alone, because I know where the rest of the group is, but I want to try to find Electo.
Well, like I said, I'm done for
During
tonight.
the
Arn is sitting at the fire. He has his feet up. He's asleep. He's knocked out, snoring really loud. Also.
Oh,
Yeah.
and just for the record, like, yes, you guys do level before the next encounter, but you haven't leveled just yet. Like, you got to get your long rest in and all that. So you will be leveled by the time everything goes up. But like right now in this moment, you're not leveled. After this session, level up.
Okay.
Yeah, Logan, if you make eye contact with me, I'll kind of move to exit the room that we're in if you want to follow me afterward a couple minutes later.
Yeah, first off, we have to do the high five.
Whoa,
Fuck that evil
what's
Cromwell.
going on with Logan and Electo?
I just wanted to ask you because I know the rest of the party is going to want to help Cromwell, but it seems illogical for us to put any more effort into him rebuilding his empire. So I'm just wondering if you're considering just washing our hands of this whole Cromwell name, just leaving here once the morning comes, or whenever the fuck we wake up, whatever the morning is. Do you want to help this guy, or do you want to just wash our hands of it?
Well, neither. I think that if Cromwell was being impersonated by a mind flayer, who knows who else is around here that is, from a different realm, causing chaos here, causing chaos in other places. So I don't necessarily want to serve Lord Cromwell, but I don't feel quite ready to leave this place until we know more of what's going on, because I think we've stumbled into something that's bigger than just these fighting lords.
Yeah, cool. All right, I just wanted to see where you stood because I know that they're going to want to help him, but it would just seem risky to go put ourselves anywhere near Maxius and get between this thing. We don't know how big of a
Yeah,
mess that evil guy left. But I agree, we should stay in Waterend and just try to build our own safe spot here.
yeah, I
But
have
mainly
no
Logan just wants
particular
to get out of this
loyalty to
house.
Cromwell, but he may, be useful as well, depending on what's going on. If other wards have been taken over by mind flayers, he may be able to get us information. So we'll just have to see what the morning brings.
Okay, then Logan will just bow. Like the martial arts. And then turn around and go, well, at least we got vengeance. It feels nice to lift that off our.
Agreed, I say, and I think of Tusky.
Oh, and by the way, Electo, the Alquidemese way of like showing respect and everything is a play off of the you know, making the sign of the cross, but it's not that. It's just like a hand gesture symbol thing that you do where you bring your hand up to the temple of the third eye spot of your head. You touch that, and then you touch your lips, and then you touch your heart, and that's like the Alquidemese way of saying may your mind, spirit, and soul all be in harmony and unison.
Awesome, cool.
But guys, I'm glad that's done with. If you want to wrap it up, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good
So
too.
relieved though that we're over the Cromwell hunt.
Yeah. Now,
That's it.
I think next session will be a good time to like figure out all the loose ends here.
Okay.
We'll figure out what Cromwell is gonna do in the morning. Maybe we can do some exploring in the morning as well, since we are in a big town again and we have some. Maybe we could go check some stuff out. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say also we can use the chat channel to talk about what people want to do tomorrow, like so that when we start the session, we have an idea of what the plan is.
Yeah. Yep, that's what
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
for.
We'll chit chat. Yep.
All right. Well, with all of that, the defeat of the false Lord Cromwell, the knights running off to go spend their gold. The dead bodies of the personal guard of Cromwell still lying in the vault. The heroes resting after a hard-fought battle. We draw to a close for this session of Dragons of Starfall. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone, good gaming.